Rise up, take your place, be someone, be someone. Rise up, show your face, touch the sun, touch the sun. Stand up, state your case, speak as one, speak as one. Rise up, human race, everyone, everyone. What they say now? I like to welcome everybody out to the samurai. Indeed, 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 indeed. Here we go, one side. Really neat, really neat, really neat. Very beautifully, very alliterated. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap, little battle rap. Really neat. What you got? Very beautifully alliterated. Little battle raps for you. So a lot. So come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise eyelids sublime and save the silence with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein, the gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs. Rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane, iris stylish. Same shoe in different sizes with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoke jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds. Really neat, really neat, really neat. Very beautifully, very alliterated. Little battle raps for you. Little battle rap, little battle rap. Really neat, really neat. Very beautifully alliterated. What's up? Little battle raps for you. Come on through. The unamplified, fantasized land of the soon-to-be fans of the samurai. Smile wide, got the panorama camera vibe. If you analyze, she's a one-woman gala.
Up first, Kingmaker from the United.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks with red trim, Kingmaker. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Mexico, Juan Manuel.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Card as a young man, this is the...
The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. He threw a punch and just got counters. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know, they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. That counter shot lands. Missing with the left hook. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. And he just missed with that left jab. Straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be. What do we expect to see here in round 2? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. The straight right just misses. Is parried away. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Blocks the right hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What we saw. Let's get it started in round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is a high-octane battle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The advantage. Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook doesn't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter lands. That hook was off target. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. There's the bell to start round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Through the hook, didn't land. Stamina is off the charts. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Marquez is hurt. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about... Let's start the 6th. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Only catching air with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
for that jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? The jab doesn't quite connect. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Marquez is rocked. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so...
There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Marquez is dazed. And right back into the fray.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Marquez is in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will you do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Is he going to punch himself out, though? His stamina is off the charts. Marquez is hurt. And down goes Juan Manuel Marquez. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. Round 8, and we're off again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Can't score with that jab. The jab doesn't quite connect. Well done with that counter shot. Just missing with the uppercut. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. A lot of effort being exerted here. Big whiff with the right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about champ.
And there's the bell for round 9. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. And he scores with the counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? His stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes. And here comes the 10th round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Stumbling around on Bambi legs. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
How about that time counter shot? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time.
We've been talented all along. man. Waiting on the battle, so a handle all in my hand. The war forces more toward my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture, you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art and for your fans. When you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, Lord, please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellite to track where you are and see your black as night attack it with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage where they traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of it, secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap and learn to rap from the heart. Yeah, yeah. Talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, to come on.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
First up,
This bout is
these two have certainly... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. That hook's blocked. Brilliant hook there. Nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. That jab scores. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Left hook. No rest for the weary. No defense for that hook. Both of these, and that'll do it as the bulldozer goes down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, four. Continue.
Gotta wonder how big of a factor that... Here we go, it's round 2. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Beautiful counter shot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be... And down goes the bulldozer. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. You all right?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Which fighter will say no mas? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. He's been knocked down. The bell rings and we start the third. Really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a...
The fighter's vision is paramount and the referee may stop it here.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
And the referee's going to allow them to fight. Straight right just misses. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jab. Hold that thought. And now going for the finish. The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. The fight is over.
Too early, too early. Should have let him get stuck in with it.
Another TKO win here, Johnny.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. A stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. Don't want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a sting, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pour my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there.
Yeah.
I left the story of my life on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there? Are you there?
Hello,
Are you there?
would you pick up the phone?
We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it really make a sound? That's romantic and profound. But now we're like lumberjacks holding the axes that bring it down. So I'm now on your message, talking about remember. Silence in return, that sounds like timber. There's some that can't see the forest because they liars, but I can't see the forest because of the fire. And in our prehistorics, the flowers was rooting for us. Brontosaurus ate the flowers, T-Rex ate the brontosaurus, and then the T-Rex turned around and ate the florist. That's why I lost my FTD endorsements, but that's really not important. My sadness is snitch, my melancholy informant. Despair wears a wire, my longing rapping the song. My worry is a rap, my lonely tapping the phone.
I wanna give you reasons, tell you what I'm feeling, but none of these lines are secure. No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. I left the story of my life on your answering machine. My tears run off your shoes like water from a goose. You try to wash off all the dirt, but your hands aren't getting clean. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Are you there? Are you there?
Hello,
Are you there?
would you pick up the
To make believers on receivers as you sit back and observe as the rubber curly cord just absorbs all my words. Will you collect us, then connect us, or neglect us on the hole into the wall, then cross the wires on the telephone poles, then bounces off the towers, then up into the satellites, then falls down back to earth to bring a broken heart back to life. Happens all the time, lost the appetite and lack of sleep. If it's dead and flat in line, I leave a message at the bed.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Would you pick up the phone? Would you pick up the phone? Hello, would you pick up the phone?
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time. Up first.
This bout
So much hype. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nice lead hook. Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. You know, they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Swing and a miss for that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of defense here at all. You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your... Hold it right there. Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he going to go down? And down goes Pacquiao. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
And there's the bell for round two. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Insane action. Nice defense on that right hook. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. That big hook doesn't land. He landed a good jab there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Can't find a home for that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt. On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. That hook won't score. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Through the hook, didn't land. You'd like to see more jabs. Jab slightly off target. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter willing to slow down. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Did a nice job blocking the right jab. Block that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Left hook just missed. Pacquiao is rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
On to the 5th we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice job blocking the hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Punch output, thought there would be one right there. His packet, and Pacquiao goes to the canvas. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
We got all eyes on you. No more bluffing. The truth is coming through. You got nothing. The streets on fire, but we've gone higher. And we won't tire. And you're falling. Rise up, take your place. Be someone, be someone. Rise up, show your face. Touch the sun, touch the sun. Stand up, state your case. Speak as one, speak as one. Rise up, human race. Everyone, everyone.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
Rise up, take your place. Be someone, be someone. Rise up, show your face. Touch the sun, touch the sun. Stand up, state your case. Speak as one, speak as one. Rise up, human race. Everyone, everyone.
They ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. Back